Today we're going to look at using an application called genius.it. I went to a workshop this summer that introduced me to this app, and I'm excited about the potential. If you're interested, this little PowerPoint slideshow has some links. There is a link to an explanation for what the app was originally created for. It was actually created for annotating rap lyrics. And I've got a link to an article about how it can be used to annotate text and things in education. And then there's a brief minute 20-second video that talks a little bit more specifically about the educational aspects using literature, but I think that the potential is limitless. We're going to use it right now to verify a .com research source. But before we can do that, you've got to go to the genius.com setup page, and you can click on the link and sign up for a free account. And I would recommend signing up with Google so that you don't have to remember a separate password. So pause the video and go do that really quickly. Okay, so once you have done that, you need to make sure that you are in your account. So I'm going to click and just be sure that I am in my account. And I'm signed in up here, so I am in there. Okay, and then the next step is to have the website you want to verify pulled up. So I'm going to verify this site, which a student sent. And then you've got to be sure that the site will allow the use of genius.it. You type genius.it / at the beginning of the URL to annotate. And if you'll look at the next page, I'll show you up here, it's got this example. So this is the site. This is the edition of genius.it. And I'll tell you quite honestly, what I do every time is I just kind of copy from here. And I want to verify it's after the 2 slashes. So I'm going to go to the site, https / and I'm going to paste genius.it, and then I'm just going to hit enter. So notice that it has taken me to the website with the genius.it that allows me to annotate. You also need to have this list of questions handy, which is the list that will help you verify a site. You've got to look at authority, like who's giving you the information and what right or background do they have to do that, objectivity, accuracy, coverage, and currency. So these are the things that we're going to mark or annotate. I'll also post, obviously, this video at the end. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the author. Who's the author of the document? What are the author's qualifications? Who's the publisher? Is it a reputable organization? Do some investigating before you decide that you don't know who the author is. Because sometimes if you follow about us links and that sort of thing, you'll find more information. This site actually tells me just right here at the beginning that Fran Nolan is my author. So I highlight and it gives me the option to annotate. So I'm going to put author. She has a Master's of Science in Metallurgy. She's a high school chemistry and physics teacher. Yeah, high school chemistry and physics teacher. I'm just putting okay, so here are the qualifications, and if you'll look, I have it looks like a hyperlink. Okay, so I'll go ahead and annotate before I click on that. Where does that take me to? Oh, it takes me to other articles about her. So she has written other things, which gives me some background on this. So I know who my author is. I know what her qualifications are. She's got a Master's in Science, which is a secondary degree. Bachelor's is the primary, post-secondary, and then Master's requires additional schooling. Publisher or sponsoring organization. Let's see, Quora is my website. I'm trying to find more about what that is exactly. And there's an about down here at the bottom. Let's see if I can click on that. Okay, and it's just to share. This is their mission statement. Okay, so it is a website that allows people to come together and give information. So that is my publisher. Is it a reputable organization? Does it say how long that they have been around? So reputability is questionable right now because I just don't know a lot about it. Let's see. Allow me to. Okay. I don't see a place to add that about Kiora. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. All right, objectivity. What is the purpose? That's the about. And it exists to answer questions and to gather people that have information that I want or need. Okay, so, and I may, let's annotate that. What happens if I just look up place to share knowledge? That's going to take me back. Oh, I can log in if I want to. That's going to take me back to the same thing. Okay, so I can probably find more information about them if I search a little bit farther. Who is the intended audience? Curious people. Do opinions on the page suggest a particular bias? So if you're going like, what is bias exactly? I've heard of that. It is prejudice in favor of or against one thing, person, group compared to another, usually in a way considered to be unfair. So this seems to be just about asking questions. There does not seem to be a particular bias inherent in it. Does the information provided seem to be based on facts or on personal opinions and beliefs? Does the site identify the original source of facts and stats? Is a biography or list of works cited provided? Does the site include links to reliable sources? Is the material free from errors in spelling and punctuation? So I'm just going to look. Phase diagram, it's got links to external sites. Let's make sure those work. Okay, that does work. It's got links to other questions. Okay, got other authors. So it has links that work. And so I'm just going to say external links work. So they're not dead links, which would make you think the site hasn't been used for a while. Does the site provide complete coverage of your topic? Are complete articles available or just summaries? Is the complete information available without a fee? This is very short. It's just a very short article. Is very short, not much information. What is here is accurate and free. Okay. Alright. And currency, date of publication, information posted or updated recently, are links still current. So this is, it's going to let me, here we go. Just over a year old. Let's see, source is just over a year old. What's the other question there? No recent updates. Links are still annotate. Okay, so I've answered all of these questions. What you would then need to do if you're trying to prove to me that this site is valid is you would copy this URL. You would open your mail, and then you would send me an email with this link so that I could check it out. And then basically what you do is go, okay, so does this feel accurate? This author seems to be qualified to give us this information. The information is relatively current. The links still work. Everything is grammatically correct and appears to be accurate and working. It's just very short. So would this site be trustworthy? Yes. Is it a good site to use for your research? Only if you can't find something here somewhere else. I think that you could find more information in another place if you looked. So this is what you're doing to verify.com source. Just talk with me if you've got any questions.